Hi there, my name is Jess Keenan with Workforce Intelligence Network, or WIN. I am on an amazing team that runs our intermediary program, which we'll get into shortly. We will be going over who WIN is, what registered apprenticeship is, how a RAP can benefit you, and of course, how we can support you in this step. This is our AMCAI team, or Advanced Michigan Center for Apprenticeship Innovation. Amanda Bauerschmidt leads the team with myself, Jess Keenan, Lori Huber, and Dr. Jan Karazem. As we are currently grant funded, our team benefits both employers and apprentices by providing our services at no cost to make the process of registered apprenticeship a little bit easier. WIN was founded in 2011. Our mission is to help cultivate a cohesive talent system by facilitating data-driven workforce solutions to ensure responsiveness to changing labor market demands. In other words, we help our employers grow the talent they need to ensure a robust economy in southeastern Michigan based on the 3 pillars of research, engagement, solutions, through continued outreach and communication. WIN is a workforce development consortium, and as you can see on the map, we are made up of 9 community colleges and 7 Michigan Works agencies in a 19-county region. So let's get into it. What is registered apprenticeship? A registered apprenticeship program, or RAP, is a customizable program that meets the needs of employers in their industry. The key core elements are on-the-job learning or training. You might hear that as OJL or OJT. Classroom learning or related instruction, RI. You might also hear that as related technical instruction, RTI, and a progressive wage schedule. There's tons of benefits for employers and apprentices. Some of them include loyalty, reduced turnover, customized training to the employer needs, increased productivity, an earn while you learn model for the apprentices, developing specific industry recognized skills, earning a nationally recognized DOL registered apprenticeship certificate of completion that is transferable to all 50 states, and additional opportunities to advance. More overview on the apprenticeship program. The goal is to provide apprentices with hands-on experience, technical skills, and professional development opportunities that will set the foundation for their career in this industry. By the end of their program, they'll be well equipped to transition into a career with confidence and a strong understanding of the company's operations and values. So there's several key partners in apprenticeship, those being employers, the apprentices themselves, the United States Department of Labor, RTI providers, or those classroom coursework providers, program sponsors or intermediaries, and workforce development agencies such as Michigan Works agencies. And we'll get into this, but the intermediaries play a part in the registered apprenticeship process because every United States Department of Labor registered apprenticeship has a single organization that is responsible for its successful implementation of that program, usually called the program sponsor, and they hold the standards to the apprenticeship program itself. That being said, one of the biggest questions we get is who can be a program sponsor or intermediary? And the answer is employers. Employers often sponsor their own programs, especially if they have the infrastructure to do so. There's also labor unions. Many labor unions sponsor apprenticeship programs and provide apprenticeship RTI. And then, of course, those third-party organizations. Sometimes they may serve as the sponsor of an apprenticeship program on behalf of the employers. This essentially outsources the management and oversight of the program to the sponsor, which would be the third-party intermediary. Furthermore, an apprenticeship intermediary is an organization with the capacity, expertise, and the network to help these businesses successfully create, launch, manage, and expand apprenticeship programs. The organization is called the program sponsor or standards holder of the apprenticeship program. You'll hear these terms interchanged. We like to say intermediary. However, for the Department of Labor, they too say program sponsor. We love this graphic because it shows that we're the conduit between the Department of Labor and the company. So let's talk about the intermediary process if you are interested in registered apprenticeship program. We like to think of our intermediary like a concierge service in a hotel. We're here to provide high-quality customer service to meet the needs of our employers and community. Our goal is to support the employer in any way and make the process as seamless as possible. When an employer first reaches out to us, we call that the share portion. We do a general overview and help them decide if apprenticeship is right for them. We explain what talent support or funding assistance might be available to them with Michigan Works agencies, what trade or occupation they're interested in, industry standards, additional workforce development, etc. If they decide to move forward with a registered apprenticeship program, we call that build. We connect them to community colleges or other RTI providers in their region. We create the work process schedule and build the program in a document called the Appendix A, or sometimes the Appendix D, but we won't get into that right now. Once the employer is satisfied with their program requirements, we certify them with the Department of Labor Office of Apprenticeship. And then after that is approved, we manage by working directly with the employer and apprentices to manage the program for them. That includes tracking hours, their skill progression, those wage progressions, and additional program requirements. This takes the administrative burden off of the employer and puts it onto the intermediary. And again, our service is free. As you can see on this slide, one of the biggest advantages of working with an apprenticeship intermediary is the comprehensive support they provide throughout the entire process. First, there's streamlined registration that helps take the confusion out of registering your program with the Department of Labor, saving you time and reducing administrative burden. Of course, there's also the compliance assurance, which is another big benefit. If there's ever an audit, it's the intermediary, not the employer, who is responsible for that audit, which takes a lot of pressure off the organization as well. The intermediary also handles documentation and record keeping. So keeping all of your paperwork, reporting, data tracking in order so you're always up to date. Everyone has a live pulse on where they're at in the program, as does the employer themselves. On the training side, they help you build a tailored curriculum that matches your specific workforce needs and can connect you with training providers. We'll always support you in planning structured on-the-job training and related technical instruction that meets industry standards and your standards. And of course, ongoing coaching. We're here for you every step of the way, providing support for mentors, resolving any issues that come up, and helping your program evolve as your business grows. As part of the AMCAI Hub, Advanced Michigan Center for Apprenticeship Innovation, one of the things we do is provide technical tools and resources for the public. One of those tools was this 8 steps to building a registered apprenticeship program, or RAP. This really helps employers walk through the process and know where they're at during the process of getting their program registered with the Department of Labor. As you can see in the bottom right-hand corner, our website is www.myapprenticeship.org, and I really do encourage you to check out all of the amazing tools and resources that we have on the website. As I stated, the My Apprenticeship website is your one-stop shop for everything that you might need regarding registered apprenticeship. Whether you're setting up a one-time apprenticeship for a new hire or you regularly manage apprenticeship programs, this website is here for you for tools, resources, and information. This right here is our employer start form, so after you've heard me talking about this, if you're interested in learning more about registered apprenticeship, getting a program started, whether you want to hold your own standards or join our intermediary, please take a look, scan the QR code, or look at that myapprenticeship.org website and reach out to us. We would love to talk to you about apprenticeship. Thank you so much for joining me today and listening to me talk about registered apprenticeship, what it is, how we can help you build one, intermediaries joining us or holding your own standards, and all of the intricacies. It's a lot. If you do have questions, we would love to hear from you. As I had mentioned, here's our contact information on this page right now. And of course, we can follow up with additional supports and materials if needed. Thank you. Have a great day.